So Dr. C, you will be hosting a webinar this Thursday. Name of the webinar being Female Sexual Satisfaction from Fantasy to Reality. Why are you having this webinar in the first place? What was the reason? What was your motivation?
Kim, it's actually a common complaint. The statistics show that about over 80% of the time, women do not achieve orgasms with intercourse. And we know the data about the fact that over 10% of women, who are sexually active have never experienced orgasm in their life.
I'm sure it's
And
more.
yeah, but the problem is it's not just about sex, it's really about relationships and the quality of relationships.
Absolutely.
But we do understand that sex plays an important role. And there are many marriages, when you look at the data, over 90% of marriages that end in divorce, you will find that the persons involved would say that sex played a role, either dissatisfaction with sex or the impact on sex and infidelity and people going outside. And so if we're going to make an impact in terms of improving the quality of relationships, then we're going to have to deal with this matter. And the fortunate thing about it is that most of the problems can be fixed with proper education.
Yes, I am truly grateful because, my role as a pelvic floor physical therapist, this is a complaint that I get a lot, that I see a lot and treat a lot with my patients. And it's just amazing to see you as a gynecologist also show this type of interest. Not only a gynecologist, but a male gynecologist. Men aren't always willing to hear that they're not doing such a good job as they think in the bedroom. And I'm really, really appreciative of your efforts of putting this webinar together. And the lineup is really holistic. You're not just talking with all of medical doctors, but you have a physical therapist on board, you have a psychologist on board. Tell me about how you went about choosing the speakers and choosing who you wanted to be a part of this webinar.
Yeah. I mean, one of the things you realize is that sex is a very is a fairly complex thing. It's the most basic of human instincts, but at the same time, there are a lot of components to it. You have the physical component in terms of the body, the structures, the organs themselves, but you also have the psychological component. And so what happens a lot of the time, especially with the information that's out there, it's so much physically focused that everything is about, how the vagina looks or the size of a man's organ and all these things. But the reality of it, there's so much more. And people perish because they don't have the knowledge. So I wanted to bring together this multidisciplinary team of experts who are going to just give people the highest quality of information out there. And that's why I'm so excited about this.
I am excited too, Doc. I'm working on my presentation. I am ready to educate, to inform, and enlighten. Can't wait to chat with you on Thursday along with Dr. Carpenter, or sexologist and psychologist who will be on the webinar as well, and Dr. Daryl Daly, who is our cosmetic gynecologist, on the webinar as well. It promises to be a really exciting and informative one, and I hope you have registered. If you haven't registered, you can click the link in my bio. It says the webinar right there. It says register here. So you click that link, you sign up, and you will start receiving the emails for the webinar. So sign up, guys, and thank you, Dr. C.
You're welcome, Kim. Guys, it's free. If you are interested in improving the relationships, whether for now or in the future, then you should be there. All right, guys.